Kingdom Hearts is a game that I love and don't understand at all. And before you rip me a new one, let me explain. I haven't tried to understand. Okay, so that might not be much of an explanation, but I played this game as a kid, and at 10 years old, you don't really understand the yaoi lore of a video game. But now that I'm older and can understand the yaoi lore of a video game, I want to start fresh. And yet here I am, playing at the end. Well, at the moment I haven't had the attention span lately to play an 80-hour game, no matter how much I want to, and really want to talk about my feelings about it really bad. Go to bed! I gotta save something for the new year, right? So the amount of time it takes to beat this game was really appealing to me, and I figured it'd be a nice appetizer before I really jump in and eventually review the whole series from the beginning. And I've watched quite a few videos explaining what happens in Birth by Sleep, so I do understand what's happening in the game. For the most part. So, if I don't know the game from my own first-hand experience, then why am I reviewing a 2-hour game that was at the end of a prequel on a handheld that I never played? I don't know. So, Kingdom Hearts... that. Yeah, what? Listen, in the past few years, remakes and reboots have become a very popular thing, and although I'm all for it, Spyro Trilogy please, the titles have become dull, uninspired, and new names pretty much don't exist. I'm shocked that Super Mario Odyssey wasn't just called Mario with a bland minimalistic font. Seriously, with games like Tomb Raider, Doom, Super Smash Bros., I mean, come on! I miss creative titles. Doom, Welcome to Hell, or Tomb Raider, I'm Hot, or Super Smash Bros., Nobody Played Me Because No One Owns This Console, something! Where Kingdom Hearts seems to be going for the opposite effect. Really? I understand the industry is getting a little lackluster, but you don't need to try to make up for the whole industry by yourself. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 0.2, Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, yes, that's the real title, or as I like to call it, Kingdom Hearts A Beautiful Tech Demo. It's just that. A stunning tech demo, with the graphical engine that'll be used for Kingdom Hearts 3, which made me hype. I hope I still feel that way when I'm 104. So very, 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 very long story short, this gal wanted to save her friend and wound up in a place where she doesn't belong. Bam! Here we are. And that intro, the water is attractive, the CGI is incredible, this music, holy crap! If copyright wasn't such a meanie, I would be blasting this for your ears to hear. This is hot! And even I know this shot right here is very, very exciting. When you start, the first thing you're going to notice is that this is absolutely stunning. And I'm not talking about Aqua. Although she is top tier waifu material, no, the tiny little details in here are unreal. Although I know this had quite a few mixed feelings from fans, for me, it fits right into the Kingdom Hearts art style and is a great way to finally be upgraded to the 7th generation of consoles. Because although all the games, kinda, are now on the PS4, why is Kingdom Hearts 3 going to be on the Xbox One? That makes no sense! You don't have to buy 20 consoles to play one game series. And the older games look nice, but they're still on the same engine, and it's pretty much just smoothed out. Where this is created from scratch, and you can really tell. So pretty. So Aqua, the gal I talked about before, goes down a hallway, gets some cat ears, reverses time, breaks some mirrors, fights some bosses, goes on a really bad acid trip, finds Mickey, the end. Kinda. So, did I like this? Yeah. If I were to pinpoint it down to one thing, although it didn't have Disney Worlds or Final Fantasy characters, I'd say that it felt true to the series. The music, the atmosphere, the lore to the series, even just for a tiny little game, you can feel all the love poured into it. Although Square Enix has made a few mistakes recently, it's also created most of my favorite games. And if they do one thing really well, it's knowing their series. And it just feels right. I feel like a kid again. I feel like this is the right step and was definitely done better way than some games. Why would you do this? Aqua is stuck in the void of darkness, and as this beautiful fellow explains, once you're stuck unless someone helps you out.
She fell to a place from which there is no return without outside help.
And she's clearly feeling some dark, heavy emotions, as throughout the game she fights herself multiple times, literally and figuratively. And even though I did give a crappy explanation to the game, honestly, I pretty much covered it all. Remember, this game's only a little over 2 hours long, but I'll try. After it starts, you walk down a pathway and realize you're stuck and have to turn back the non-existent time. With these clocks spread out a tiny town before your pathway was crumbled. Once it's fixed, you walk across to a room full of mirrors that break once you have completed each challenge within them, with things along the lines of small puzzles, boss battles, and just defeating a few enemies. And this is my favorite part of the game. The puzzles are really creative, I love the collectibles, and this, oh, holy Lord almighty! Then you go on a really bad acid trip, which is my least favorite part of the game, and also the longest part. There's no real reason, other than even at 24, those guys are just damn creepy. Afterwards, you meet up with your friends? Kinda. One of them turns out to be evil and not really himself, although even if it was himself, it still wouldn't be himself.
Aqua, listen. I promise this is me, but I'm not myself.
And the other one clearly needs a nap. Once you go your separate way with your friends, you eventually see the man Mickey Mouse. He's your companion for a little while, where you battle some enemies that are really annoying, then eventually end out of my childhood, Destiny Island, the Dark Void version of it anyway. Because as soon as I got to Traverse Town as a kid, I had no idea what I was doing. Please tell me someone else had this experience growing up. No? Okay. But anyway, you end up fighting a horde of Heartless that have been a recurring enemy throughout the game, and ta-da! You see the very end of the first game. And I definitely did not look that up to find that out. And sadly, Aqua is still stuck. So in other words, Kingdom Hearts 3 plot device. After the credits, you then see that you were actually playing at a story told by Mickey in a room full of this beautiful man, Riku, Kairi, and are they looking good? And then the one you've all been waiting for, Donald. And yeah, Sora's there too. That was a terrible joke. Pretty much finding out what happened to Aqua and that they have to save her. Now release Kingdom Hearts 3! And one thing that I want to make clear is that this has great replay value. Seriously, I played through this twice, and my second playthrough was completely different from my first playthrough. The first time, I had completely ignored the objectives and only used the attack button. I'm not kidding. No magic. No whatever the R1 button is. Nothing but X. So you can imagine that when I added this amazing magic combat and this thing, and did as many objectives as I could for someone at my level, I love this game even more, and damn, I cannot wait until Kingdom Hearts 3. Writing out the script, I can feel that a lot of people, if anyone ever watches my videos, are going to disagree with me. A lot. Because I have seen the following opinions. Pretty, but not enough color. Pointless. The engine doesn't look right. The fact that I like Square Enix. And maybe those points are right. And although I don't have the same point of view, you wanna know what? That's fine. Why do we have to agree on everything? Wouldn't that be a little boring? And remember, right now, I'm pretty ignorant to most of the series, where a lot of the people out there with really, really strong opinions on this game know the whole thing inside and out. So maybe when I do play all the games, my opinion on this will change. Maybe I'll even make a Fallout video. But as of right now, it's a nice way to relax for a night, and a good way for me to want to jump right back into the series. So I'll see you again for Kingdom Hearts 1. Please don't kill me.